hills. Shh. I don't wanna play it. It's sad here. Hello. Welcome back to Silent Hill 3. My light feels really bright today. I feel like it's the same as always, but for some reason it's hitting like real like. But guess what? I hit my head on the way under the table to turn on my light because of my new setup. So I don't want to do that again. Can't be bothered donking my head again. I might not do it again, but if I do it again, then I'm double concussed. So I won't. We're just gonna be sun blasted for this entire thing. The sun is, after all, the warmth of God. Amen, everybody. Anyway, yeah, hi. That's okay though, because I was just descending into misery. I saw a Blythe doll, and someone was like, "Thanks for covering up the Blythe doll, even though it's only a doll." I always feel like it's invasive when they're just depicted like that, right? Like for like a Blythe doll dressing thing, and I was like, oh my god, Silent Hill is so good. And then I felt agony and throw up. This game's a lot. I woke up this morning and I was like, Silent Hill. In many ways. In fact, before I went to bed, I wrote about it. I think before we get into anything, guess what, fellas? Well, first of all, even more brightness on my screen. Also, my voice is a bit crispy. Could be all the screaming I did yesterday. Sorry, I was revving up, but I didn't have the thing open, so 1 second. I was just out of yesterday feeling like, I'm very low key. I guess I'm not gonna have a very energized stream today. 5 hours later, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I think I'm a liar. Anyway, speaking of lying, welcome to theory time. Man, Mo, so true. Hold on. Not with the credits. Yeah, oh, my precious little baby. Okay, that's enough. Okay, so we're back to Shitsville. You know what? I'm gonna put you in desktop audio. It's a bit loud. Is it? Is it a bit loud for you guys? Or is it fine? If the levels are fine, then all good. I will continue. So yesterday, after stream, little bit. Okay, I'll put it down to 5. Is that better? That's a smidge. Might just be the save menu. True, I'll put it to 4.5. Okay. This game would be different if Alessa were a boy. Why is my exposure so bad? Anyway, whatever. Heather, Douglas, no notes. I think Douglas is the only blind spot of this game thus far. Like, he's there, but I'm not really registering him. I actually forgot he was here. I just read the name Douglas and I was like, who? Oh, right, yeah. Anyway, he is certainly around, and I'm sure he means something. I don't quite know what yet. You believe God is a woman. Bro, I have another anecdote for you guys about today as well. Oh no. Before we get into that too, I will open a new window because I want to look up some quick things that I learned today. Tumblr? Hell no. Oh, 1 second. New window, not a new Tumblr window. Why would I want that? New window. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, first of all, you see my dash? It's all just Bulbasaurs? No, there's a high likelihood that you will see something else. Anyway, post-stream musings. Alessa. I'm just gonna kind of read, but I'm also gonna revisit because I wrote this at like 2 a.m. in the morning while falling asleep. So Alessa, plural. What does it mean to combine Alessa, Cheryl, and Heather into the same entity? This is just me trying to explore all the different ways that we can interpret this. So we can interpret a reference to the Trinity, like for example, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. They are technically distinct. They're all the same, right? The illusion alone is not enough to be a point. So that's me saying, like, just because it resembles like what we would know from Christianity as the Trinity doesn't really denote any meaning. It's just a resemblance until meaning is found. And so when I was digging into meaning, it brings to mind via Heather the philosophy of self in relation to God. It also becomes a tool for how we articulate the existence of Heather and Alessa. I was just the other day reading or watching a video about people talking, like, apparently the philosophies of whether Jesus was capable of sin was a very like robust conversation for folks back in the day, because it was like, if he's God, is he capable of sinning, or is he deliberately the version of God made that is capable of sinning? Like, or is it because Jesus did it, it is without sin? And so like you can get into that real cyclical Grecian style freaking philosophizing if we wanna, but I guess I haven't really put too much thought. Look, I'm not really an active Christian, so I need to do some more reading about understanding the parts of Christianity that you just kind of know the same way you know any parts of any religion. But yeah, I don't know, I need to dig into that more. This is a little theory I have, but I'll leave that to the end. So I've written here, Alessa is her own mother. Symbolically, this can allude to concepts of inheritance, which are always present in games about parents, or often present. Genetically, I am also my mother, you know, like technically I am the combination of cells of my mother and father. So like in a way, I am my mother, I am my father. Yeah. That kind of thing. Symbolically, this can lead to statements we make about what we inherit from our parents or pass on to our children. And then when Alessa talks about her mother, is she talking about Dahlia, or is Heather talking about Alessa, or all of the above? That's the fun part about the use of this, like I was saying before with Harry's message. When he says my daughter, is he referring to Heather? Is he referring to Cheryl? Is he referring to Alessa? And I was like, it's kind of buried. And Silent Hill is like, yeah, on purpose, dipshit. And then slapped me in the face numerous times. So yeah, there's that. Also, I have a little theory in here. I am at this point unconvinced that we won't realize that every version of Heather or every version of Alessa is not piling up somewhere. The reason why is that we learned that the arcane circles are actually resurrection circles and a sign of charity. We always see after our character dies that Heather gets dragged away by one of the weird like workers at the Silent Hill factory is how I've become to interpret them. So look, one of my favorite tropes is piles of clone bodies, right? And I was like, clones. And I'm like, there's nothing telling me that she's not, like, that every time, like, again, what happens when we respawn? Are we actually respawning? Because video game logic says, well, that model is like no longer relevant, and then you are placed in a new scene. But we also know through like the meta of how 3D works, that model will die, but then probably that same model will be brought back and respawned in a previous save point. But in this context, because this is a game that let's say the save point is diegetic, as I think Baku coined before, what the universe itself has a version of Heather. We've seen her dissolve into the ground as the dark Heather. Claps for me, by the way. For the dark Heather on the carousel, she dissolved into blood and muck. But then we see Heather, regular Heather, get carried away. So where's she going? That's like the new question is, I'm like, I don't technically believe or unbelieve that she's respawning at all. I don't know. That's also one of those like philosophy questions about like when there's a fork in the road, and this shit fucks me up, by the way. If there's a fork in the road, like, and every single thing that exists ever is a series of choices. So this doesn't make any sense the way that a lot of people think about it, which is the whole like trolley problem. If you converge at this point between a yes or no answer, then like, is it actually two versions of you? Have you created two different timelines? If that's so, then we are constantly creating infinite timelines. Here's the version timeline. There's 8,000 million bajillion timelines where I'm waving my hand around as I talk, waving my hands around as I talk. In one version of the timelines, I've knocked over my orange juice, it spilled across my table, my stream has ended. Yeah, so like, I feel like if you get into it, you gotta get into it. Go full spiderweb, bro. Anyway. or don't do that, probably. But within parameters, yeah, the question of like, when this thing happens and you operate in a different direction, what becomes of the you in there? Or do you continue through a different timeline? Or is there converging? Anyway, is a duplicate version of you going through that thing? Are they still you if they are going through that thing and you're no longer in this thing? Anyway, arcane circles. The arcane circles do in fact have coding in them. Yay! Me writing in a way to try and express my joy. I sound like a evil video game scientist. This is an extension of what I refer to as what time bends. The way that time bends under transmission and recording, and I am very validated by this. Exclamation point. I have wondered many times how respawning works, already mentioned under the Alessa plural theory. Claudia. The scene with her crying in the confessional is devastating. In this we see the careful writing of a religious zealot that is in her own mind justified and sympathetic. She speaks of losing her own daughter. I don't think that I follow. I might need to listen again. Okay, that's a note to my future self to look into that once more. Mother Earth. Ah, yes. Okay, so I was referring to like, now that we've learned that this is actually, oh good lord. Now that we've actually learned that like, there's all these patriarchal concepts existing here, but we're actually like, let me see that I'm not using this word incorrectly. Yeah, kind of matriarchal. My camera is so bright. Am I moving correctly? Sometimes my camera malfunctions and then it like shuts down, so let me just fix this. I'm getting swallowed by the light. That's slightly better. Why is it doing that? Interesting. It's not focused either. Neither am I, camera, neither am I. Anyway, we'll just keep it there. Remind me later when it gets too dark that the exposure's off. Arcane circles, Okay, the whole Mother Earth thing. Yeah. Now that we know that air quotes God is a woman, I'm trying to think of like real life context where we frequently see, I guess, creator characters as women, creator figures as women, and like the general sort of Mother Earth concept is one of them. It also reminds me a bit about how we talk about like how we gender things in certain languages, and things usually associated with like nurturing or creation and such are associated with feminine concepts. Christian coding. Oh, laughs. I put in a little bracket here. If this game is about the burden of the creator, is this also for the tortured artist? I don't know if everyone's seen the Vince Staples and Z-Way interview, but every time I mention, since then, I've had the phrase tortured artist stuck in my head, which is funny because he is like adamant about killing tortured artists. So, no, maybe that's not a direct quote, but just watch it, it's fine. Ah yes, the justifications of Claudia in the confessional hit a personal nerve regarding the logic of extreme religion and the hopelessness of people trying to seek salvation. The game putting me in the position to either forgive or not forgive Claudia is devastating by extension. Heather is not yet a god. What power does she have to forgive? Only that of a human, which at the time didn't seem like enough, but if that was her family, maybe that's all she needed. That's the kind of thing that I'm now saddled with. Worsened by the fact that Claudia is like sister coded. The forgiveness is not from a god to a subject, but from a relative to another. But it's also all of the above. We love our functional, lovely family. Oh, yeah. This is the one where I start getting sick in the head. So, remind me to think about Dungeon Meshi after, but I feel like Baku's guided me there, so that's why Baku needs to... I have been guided into certain thoughts by certain, like, words in the chat that I'm like, am I meant to be thinking of this like this? Now I am. Baku. Anyway. Patriarchy, colonialism, capitalism, and Christianity, always interwoven, especially in all of the work I do. No surprise to me that indigeneity and military have come to mind while playing Silent Hill 3, as it unpacks patriarchy and themes related to colonial religion very well. Oh, and I had a hot take. Dare I say, the absence of the patriarchy aspect of the anti-capitalism conversation is why sometimes Resident Evil doesn't get a full enough picture of itself. I was saying before that, like, the fact that Heather is well written as a well-rounded character is what makes the rest of the kind of horrid world building that's happening in Silent Hill feel fine. Not fine, but like feel like deliberate, I guess. Whereas I would compare it to, say, the anti-capitalist themes of the main characters in Resident Evil 5 with everything else happening. I feel like that's a whole different conversation, but like, you know how in this game, or at least in Silent Hill 2, you had the nurses and they are visually like strutting women dying in certain ways and all that. I feel like low-key Resident Evil 5 tried to pull that in a different direction and failed. Because it just didn't have it just couldn't manage it. But yeah, I feel like one of the parts where Resident Evil often falls short is the fact that it kind of doesn't seem to know what a woman is. But it's, yeah. Anyway, also talking about the Pacific in general. A lot of the topics, especially around like the religious extremism is one aspect. But also, Pacific women through history, especially through like media, not treated very well. Sura, that painter, is like still widely celebrated. There was an exhibition about him recently, and I'm like, bro, the things that he did when he was in the islands, the only way he can get away with it is if you do not see Pacific Island women as living people. And that's the double whammy of like, well, of course not, they're women, and then of course not, they're foreign. And then like all the different weird romanticized stuff that happens around the Pacific, and Pacific women especially, finds a home in my musings about Silent Hill 3. And I wrote here, consider the way that Pacifica women are constantly exotified and exalted as divine feminine spirit, think of Mother Earth, Moana, and yet disrespected and objectified in every other way. So yeah, brains turning on that gear, thanks Silent Hill 3. I was referring to misogyny under the matriarchy, which is different again. I've been stuck on the visuals of how the nurses are treated in the background. I've been thinking about how these are not necessarily Alessa. The only two that make me think of Alessa are the ones that are dangling from the red sash on the ceiling. I sometimes wonder if they are collateral or if proof of the world of suffering. Looking at them does invoke horrific and sometimes sexualized violence. The violence itself isn't sexual, but similarly to Silent Hill 2, they are depicted in a way to like emphasize their feminine shapes, air quotes for example, or like they're depicted with enough features to be considered pretty while being brutalized in different ways. And it's always enacted by like, air quotes, male workers. Like, we noticed it with Pyramid Head to start, and then we just continue, like I just continue noticing it now. And I don't think it's like a mistake that the apron workers, they don't seem as like, air quotes, dignified as whatever Pyramid Head's role is, but they do certainly seem like related visually. When the apron first walked into the screen, I was like, oh shit, it's him, but it didn't have the same like gravitas. But then it makes me think that Pyramid Head is like almost like a knight, like a mortal given, like a paladin, I guess, like a mortal given divine rights to do something. Or again, a knight, in many cases a crusader, like that kind of thing. Which makes sense with the helmet, actually. And also makes sense with the idea of having no like eyes, like not really being on his own mission, I guess. Which is kind of the impression you get from the little like apron chaps around here too, because they're like, they kind of seem mindless, almost like animals as well. It's kind of odd. In the context of a factory, I do wonder if this is a system that is upheld by its constant violations of the female body and depicts this of the other women as they are not God. If Heather is God, then these are the suffering people that God was created to fix. Especially when we are thematically discussing wombs, the idea of a system that's built off the punishment of women seems correct, was the conclusion I made from that. This one too, kind of off the back of these, because I was like, oh, how interesting is it that this is like a deeply upsetting experience, but there's actually something weirdly cathartic about it. And I feel like it made me reflect. Again, 2:30 in the morning, and it's a heat wave. So if you've ever been in like the anime scene, video games, horror movies, especially like the ones that I grew up with, there's obviously like the kind of ongoing experience of sexualized misogynistic hate disguised as fan service, yeah? So violations are so normalized that they no longer register as what they are. So other easy examples to me include like gratuitous nudity, sexualized pain noises in fighting games, things like that. So in the horror conveyed through Silent Hill around being a woman or ever having been identified with a body aligned with womanhood, which is a specific kind of asterisk that's always there in what I'm talking about, there is validation in the fact that Silent Hill depicts it as brutal as it is. So like Silent Hill, especially since 2 and thematically in 3, really drives home the sense of this being a horrific and dehumanizing thing to do, which is strangely comforting after years and years of having other forms of media try to normalize it as comedy or action, which is kind of my little like, I can't like at my old age now, I'm looking back at the type of shit that we just had to kind of like watch or like accept as like, well, you want to be a nerd, you're just gonna have to accept there's gonna be scenes sometimes that are profoundly uncomfortable and like depict the character that would be related to you in like horrific situations, but we're laughing at it, so it's okay. Like it's weirdly cathartic to actually have a game showing it and knowing that it's brutal and bad. Again, this isn't the same as like, if you're gonna depict it, then you have to demonize it. But in this game, I hope that it's understood what I'm saying. It is strangely validating. Even sometimes when Heather gets her little like, I know it's the pain of like carrying God, whatever that looks like, but every now and then she'll have like, and I'm like, girl, same, period, hurts. Like, that shit hurts. Even the impending burden of being prepared for a child is shit. Harry, where is his... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add one more thing too. What was the other thing I was gonna say there? Oh, I had a thought. I'm gonna mention one quick thing. Burden of bloodline as it falls to the person giving birth to the rest of the giving birth in general. I think often because of there's so much son centrism, which is strange. When we're talking about lineage and bloodline, there's so much like centered around the son. Not the son, the boy, the idea of like until you get a boy, right? Or like which was the Henry the whatever the fuck that like killed his wives. Henry the Eighth, dumb motherfucker. Anyway, he like that kind of thing. Obviously that focuses on the women and the burden of their lot in life to be defined by how well they could create or not create a child. But sometimes when I think of bloodline, obviously because the conversation happens so much around like the boys, it's sometimes, how do I say, the kind of casual burden that falls to the person that has to actually like physically carry it is overlooked. I remember having this conversation or observing this conversation with other people who did not appreciate the Chris Redfield bloodline lineage conversation. Because again, that's another case of like just randomly normalized misogyny in video games. Hee hee ha ha, it's a joke. Ha ha ha. Anyway, I killed that joke on my channel very quickly, which was nice. Thanks everyone for watching it die with me. But it also led me to realize that a lot of people in like modern day don't actually experience that pressure of bloodline. You can probably infer from what I'm not saying that that's a thing that has been present in my life as like the idea of carrying bloodline, which I realize is another thing that about this game that I haven't really fully dug into that does, like, I did mention it before when I said there is the kind of like unspoken burden of, for example, having grandchildren or having children in general, bearing children, like the second you're a girl is like the potential of you ought, because what else would you do, like that kind of thing. And like the idea that our generation is also relatively like, we're still kind of normalizing it, we're in the process of it. Nothing like looking at history to remember how much progress we've made, but also how little progress we've made. Anyway, guess what I'm trying to say about that is that it's still very much a real life modern issue. Lots of people talk about lineage and bloodline stuff as if it's like antiquated. No. No, actually, it's not. So I think I'm just keeping that in my mind as well. Because, let me put it this way, there is a lot about how this is discussed in this game that just gives, it's just a lot. It just gives me a lot to think about. Okay, and then the rest of this is kind of just about lore stuff. So Harry, where is his corpse? His blood paints the room, but he himself is not there. He has disappeared with only his diary left behind, similarly to Lisa. Because we also know that Lisa, when her body disappeared from the room, she also left a diary behind. I'm not entirely sure that my theory about him being a figment of Alessa's imagination is unfounded. So killing Dark Heather on the carousel even. She first uses a knife, then uses a gun, then a submachine gun, then a pipe. In her first visit to the amusement park, Heather also appeared with a knife. I wonder? Here's also where Sybil was reanimated and puppeted. However, these versions of Alessa and Heather dissolved upon dying. The real one did not. I suspected this game looked something like an MC Escher painting from above, with many little Heathers running around it. Maybe that's just an aesthetic I like, however, as that's also how I like to imagine Silent Hill 2. Don't know if I necessarily agree with that too, because I do believe there is something about how Heather is... So this is kind of separate again from the mistreatment of the nurses in the game, because I do think that there is a story building up around the nurses that associates their mistreatment with perversion in general. Like, they exist in a perverse way. We know that the chief at the hospital is accused of being a pervert. Also, there is like a through line with them of like someone that is defined as a job, but is also sexualized on the job because like they look like that in the game. There is no other reason. They could look grotesque, and we know they could look grotesque, and they do look grotesque, but we know that they could look more grotesque because of the other monsters in the game. So like, why are they still shaped like that? Why do they still look like that? is one of those key things. I don't necessarily believe that is, hi Katie, I'm in the middle, sorry, 1 second. I don't necessarily believe that everything that applies to the nurses applies to everyone in this game. However, I do think there is something to be said about if Alessa does not serve the purpose of carrying God, she is at the end of it just a girl, and in Silent Hill that does not mean that she will be valued at all. That's by which I mean, and like the word desecration is strong, I'm using the word desecration to mean any disrespect. Let me check the word desecration actually before I use it again. The action of desecrating something. No shit, what is that? To treat a sacred place or thing with violent disrespect. Yeah, okay, well, I think that the human body is a sacred thing. Yeah, so I think that everyone is a sacred being. So when I mean that many times we have seen the strange little workers around Silent Hill desecrating the nurses in a particularly charged way. Like, they aren't just regularly desecrated, the nurses are kind of specifically positioned in a way that makes, that is, like, creepy, like sexually uncomfortable is how I would put it. I don't necessarily, there is a hint of that in all the ways that they act, but in a way that's like, let me put it this way, I don't feel like it's one-to-one. So when you observe it in one place, it doesn't mean that it's happening in everything, you know? I do think that there is a very measured way that they move that brings certain things to mind, but those certain things arrive at the conclusion of desecration in general. I feel like this kind of reminds me too of how I talk about appetite, depicted in appetite depicted in various ways in Dungeon Meshi, as from everything from hunger, like just animal hunger, all the way over to desire, and then like all of the various spectrums that exist there. I'm also thinking of like disrespect on this scale of like it can appear in this way and it can also appear in every other way. Anyway, the point that I'm making is that I do get the impression that like there is that pit in my stomach when you first see Heather being dragged away when she dies in the game. I don't necessarily believe that she's encountering the same fate as the nurses per se, because that's specifically the nurses. Heather's different. I do think that it's degrading anyway, and it's like degrading on purpose, because I feel like her value as a character, as a person, is immediately gone as soon as she dies. Which unfortunately kind of proves the point in the game that Alessa keeps making, which is this would all be over if you died. But I want her to live. So that's on me, I guess. Anyway, but so yeah, and that's all. I mean, what a poignant fucking time. This game does really feel very ahead of its time. Well, no, it's not ahead of its time, because this shit has been happening for like the entire history of the world. We started the game with a coat white hanger. What? Wire coat hanger. I keep fucking up wire coat hanger. White coat hanger. Wire coat hanger. We started the game with a wire coat hanger. Of course it was going to be about all this. Is that alluding to abortion or suicide? Yes. This fucking game. There's so many points during this where I've been like, maybe I shouldn't bring this up on stream. Maybe I shouldn't bring this up on stream. We're here, bro. We've been here. Whatever. I've crossed so many lines already. Who cares? I'm getting like $12 a month for this. Who cares? Fuck you, Twitch. Fuck you, Bezos. Fucking hell. Anyway. Okay. So, what else? Lisa. What does the seal of Metatron mean, and why did it depict her? Hey? Oh yeah. Why did it also look like her smile was split up in that one section? Could she also be why the nurses are constantly being punished? Oh, I forgot I wrote that. That's fucked up. Is she the sweet mother? She certainly cared more than anyone else. That would be fucked up if so. But explain why I'm blonde. I'm pretty sure I'm blonde because, like, I'm hiding. I'm in the witness protection program. And the cult found me anyway. Oh my god. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have one more thing to tell you all. You won't believe what happened again today. Okay, so this is a little bit extension on theory time. I went to the shops today during the daytime, so I went from my usual coffee shop, local shops. However, and I want to put this into words, I had no intention of going to the shops. I was on the phone to Sarah and Rom because it was like a good time of day. Both awake. And I went and got my coffee, and then I was like, guys, should I go straight home and we can just watch Heated Rivalry? Or should I go to the shops? And Rom was like, well, you're already out. I guess you should go to the shops and get some milk, right? Tomorrow is a public holiday. Boo, change the date. No, actually, just cancel the fucking day. Anyway, so tomorrow's a public holiday, so I need to get stuff from the shops today. And then I was like, okay, I'll go to the shops. So I went to the shops, but I didn't just like go in and get what I needed and leave because I am myself and perpetually distracted by everything. So I went in and like wandered around. At one point, I wandered back to a juice place and I was like, maybe I could get a juice. And then I was like, I guess not. I guess I'll go to the bookshop. I went to the bookshop, and as soon as I walked out of the bookshop, someone made eye contact with me, and I was like, oh, this again. However, the person was an islander, so I had a moment of like, maybe they know me because we're family, and they approached me. Once again, I saw their phone, and I was like, I am being approached for, no joke, the 6th time in public by random Christians. I'm on my phone, like I'm talking in my headphones to myself, like it was wild, yeah? And this is not a bad experience, but I was just kind of like, this continues to happen. And like, I've been met by probably 2 different particular groups. The same person that I met in a city 15 minutes away from where I was today, the same group approached me. And like, just for context, so after a protest last week, I walked into the city because I wanted to look at a bag, and I passed by someone who beelined to me, out of everyone, beelined to me and started talking to me about Passover. And they were asking if I know about the body of Christ and covenant and all of these things, and they were from the Church of God. And I entertained it because I was just not, like, I'm not curious, you know? But oftentimes when they ask if I'm Christian, I kind of just like say yes, even though because the answer is way more complicated than that. But you know, I'm not here to sort of be converted, so I just kind of want to know what they're talking about. And so I listened, and that was an interesting conversation. And then like always at the end of it, there's like an exchange of WhatsApps, and then like you know, if you're ever in the city again, if you ever want to meet up and talk more about this kind of stuff, then, you know, they offer to do it. And this one, it was like fine because I mentioned like I have a lot of commitments, and, you know, I have my own belief system, so maybe not, but thank you for your time, that kind of thing. And I learned a lot of interesting stuff about like the difference between like communion and all this kind of stuff. Today, this girl approached me. And again, this is no disrespect to any of them as well. I'm just kind of amazed that it keeps happening. And she literally was like, I saw the thing on her phone, and I was like, I've just spoken to one of your fellow churchgoers. And she knew the person it was. And she was like, here? And I was like, no, in the city. And then she was like, wow, this is like meant to be. Yeah? And this is exactly what I mean. When I'm describing the things in the game about there's the hallways that change direction so that Heather is guided on a particular path to a particular outcome. That's when I talk about like experiences of being in religious spaces, there's obviously the side of that can be very freeing, because it's like, if you are just obedient to the way that things fall in line in front of you, then you will find your path to God. Bro, the way that the path to God is dragging me into it, I'm like, I just quit the job with the church, okay? I just quit the job with the church. And I'm trying to get away. So anyway, and you would not believe, the conversation that took place in specific about this, which is really funny because the conversation that we had last week with the other lady, she was like, if we meet again, I'll tell you about the Heavenly Mother. And I didn't know what that was, because again, I guess I've learned a very like patriarchal version of the Bible, where it's all father, all son, all that kind of thing. And so I was curious, and especially after playing Silent Hill, I was like, oh, I wonder if I should actually message her and be like, I'm curious about learning more about the Heavenly Mother. But then I was like, nah, I don't want to do that, because then she'll like, I feel like they're approaching me with their full like religious faith, and I'm kind of like just learning, which I feel like some people would consider that quite disingenuous. I personally feel disingenuous. That's why I don't just rock up to random religious institutions and like study, you know, like an anthropologist. That just feels kind of rude. So I was like, I guess I won't. And then today, guess what? I got approached in the shops and she was like, do you want to learn about the Heavenly Mother? And I was like, bro, actually, yes. Like, sincerely, cool. Let's learn about that. So I learned about the Heavenly Mother, which the concept is that, okay, and this was the freaking interesting part too, because it was immediately relevant. So I learned about the Hebrew word Elohim, which is meaning God or gods or godhood. And like, she was saying something along the lines of like, there's these early, I actually wrote down the verses too. Sorry, it's in the book of Genesis. I'm so sorry for listening to traveling Christians, so that I can increase my literacy around Silent Hill, but I think people would just be happy that I'm learning, right? Okay, there's a line about like, she is our mother. Basically the concept that if there is a father and we are the children, then where is the mom in this situation? And so it's assigning or finding iterations of there being like a woman reflection of God if we are made in God's image, then there must be a reflection of us that is God. Yeah? There is a little bit of questionable in the way that this was explained, but the theory or the concept of like, if we exist and we are created in God's image and all that we are is good, then there must be a reflection of us that is holy. And so by her logic, or by this logic, if there are daughters, then there must be a mother, that kind of thing, you know? So, and then finding various parts of the Bible that like instructed that ideal of there being like not necessarily a female version of God, but that there is a pluralistic God that is all of them encompassed, which again is not unrelated to my recent studies in Silent Hill. In fact, I was already, funnily enough, the other day when I was studying sort of like Hebrew stuff, like Judaism, sorry, but like stuff written in Hebrew. The Old Testament, I was looking at the Old Testament. I did learn the word Elohim or Elohim or El. Again, I don't want to keep saying these words out loud because again, I don't want to mess with that shit. And the idea that like, if there were only one God, then why does Moses say, you shall worship no other God? Because there's only one. So unless there were gods, then why would Moses feel the need to put a commandment, or I guess not Moses, but why would there be the need for a commandment that tells you not to worship any other ones? It would just say worship God. You know what I mean? I love the level of like specificity that goes into this. But yeah. So interestingly, it led me into other different thoughts, and now I'm going to sort of like study that. And there was a bit in the Revelations. I'll just have a quick look. I was joking the other day when I said the thing. Oh yeah. Someone mentioned the Spirit and the bride. And people were saying like, why do we never think about what the bride is? Why is there like this feminine character that is aligned with God is not frequently brought into these conversations? And that feels kind of incredibly relevant to the conversations I was having yesterday about even like Mary or any of the other kind of primary female figures, I guess, in the Bible, having a strong presence in the way that we talk about Christianity. And how that relates to Heather or Alessa and the rest. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. And yes, Steph, I know. It's one of those things where, like, I know that I probably just have a very, like, approachable vibe. Maybe it's my aura, you know? Maybe it's my... I've had someone, I think it was Sarah, honestly, in the early days. Sarah mentioned the color of my aura, and I was like, oh. But hey, again, not my business. If people see that shit, if people see that stuff, neat. I'm not disrespecting it. But also, if I told my grandparents, for example, that like, hey, every single time I step out of the house, I'm approached by Christians, they would be like, that's your calling, become a pastor. And if you would only be humble enough to hear that call, as opposed to me being like, wow, interesting, I will write about this later. I don't want to be disrespectful to the people who have been giving me their time as well. I'm sure it's fine. Hey, I mean, you guys know about it now too. Technically, I'm doing the good work, right? Not really. Anyway, I hope they don't feel disrespected. I thank them for their time. Yeah, and good luck on their days. Quite genuinely, everything I know about everything is just because I listen to people talking about stuff. Like Sai, Roland. I literally remember half of my aptitude with knowing stuff about Islam is just from Sai answering all my questions. What does it mean when, okay, so when my uncle does it, and then what if, okay, and then what if, Nina, you're Catholic, Nina, tell me. So yeah, my entire, everyone I've met, I'm sorry for extracting knowledge out of you. It's just that it's considered a love language, yeah? And then unless I don't like the person, then it's intel. Anyway, speaking of extracting valid information, let's play the game! Back to the shit again. Bro, the religious trauma in this goes crazy! Youth pastor, but in an organizing way instead of word salad Bible theory. I've always said that I'm involved in the church, but in like more of a, I look up to Martin Luther King way. It's also so funny because I was meant to like, my mom went to church with my grandparents today and she was like, do you want to come? And I was like, nah. And then I got like approached when mom was in church. I was at the shops talking with Sarah and Rom about how I'm going to rush home now so we can watch Heated Rivalry. Meanwhile, I am approached. Have you heard about the Heavenly Mother? I swear I wasn't thinking about hockey. I wasn't thinking about hockey, all right? Anyway, yeah, no, it was a cool time. I was actually thinking about interior design. Oh, no, I'll bitch about my bookshelf after. I ordered the locker. There's a big yellow locker that I want to put right there and fill with things and take that bookshelf away. Anyway. This is the rhythm of the night. All right, kid. Oh, I took photos of it on my phone. All right. Oh, yeah. Is anyone still here after the theory time, by the way? Hello. Hope you're well. Oh my god, I want you to redo that room as well. I've been on like a removing, like not removing, like relocate, rearranging my room kick lately. It's the quarter white coming through. You're in the new place, Katie? Yay! How is it? Is this the first stream you're watching in your new place? I saw a pigeon sitting down on the grass today. It was cute. I love pigeons so much. I'm gonna be honest. I cried at a TikTok edit about pigeons the other day. First stream, a new place. Whee! That's nice. Let my voice fill your new house. Ah! Oh, Bailey is snoring. Sorry, Bailey. Ah! Okay. Okay, I don't think I have enough cards for this, fellers. Anyway, moon is above, high, up. Fuck. The moon is up above the sky, full or crescent, floating high. Twinkling lights sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. Is the hanged man a clown? I don't know if I have more to find, but found this in the chapel. This is a real tarot card, right? Is this a real tarot card, though? Eye of the night. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Oh, right. Better be careful, it's not on your right. Turn to the left and you'll keep it. Turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. So it's not on the right side. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? The upside down man under the ground. To his right, to his left, there's no one around. Leave him alone, though, his tears are profound. Okay, I think I know what this is. Where did we stop at, by the way? Huh? A Costco. Did you want pizza? You have lactose intolerance energy. Are you able to have Costco pizza? I think it's because I learned once from a show once that fish can't eat cheese. You're not lactose intolerant? How about now? I cast lactose intolerantus. I'm the head of a crazy clown. Okay. At least we know you're the only one there. I feel like I haven't gotten everything yet, but let me just reread the thing again in case I missed something. Because I feel like I should have a priestess card or something. Hmm. How's the sound, by the way, for the game? Don't know if it's loud enough. I guess I'm not in a loud spot. It's completely dead silent. Yeah, okay. I put it on 4.2. 5. Shit. Well, let me go find another 2. Hi, wiggle stick. Hello, how you going? Scarlet and damn, I forgot the other one's name. In fact, I don't even know which one's Scarlet. How appropriate. I was so correct immediately with this game. No offense to what? No offense to what? To who? No offense to those who don't like me sounding arrogant, but wow. Kind of aced that shit. She kind of ate that, some might say. Consider it eaten. Oh, is this the thing I don't want to look at anymore that's been haunting me for a few days? Yep, cool. I don't want to look at that. It's made me feel sick yesterday. Here we go. Where am I going? What is that sound? I've only stopped playing for a little while. Why am I frightened? Oh, it's that one. Oh, it's the dying. Okay. I got something from here, surely. Oh, I didn't. I got the Fool tarot card. Oh my god, the clown! This book. I feel like I have to read it, but at the same time I don't want to. Aglaufotis. Red liquid or crystals resembling blood. According to the Kabbalah, the name is taken from an herb with the power to dispel evil spirits. It is said to grow in Arabian deserts. It may be vaporized or applied as a poultice to guard against demons. It is powerful, but as it is rare, it is extremely difficult to obtain. Oh, that's my little... Are you protecting me from demons? That was a cough and a cry and a throw up at the same time, sorry.
It's a picture of me when I was 7.
Why'd I find a clown in here? Dad wrote about my past. Oh, I thought that was the clown. Ha ha ha! This was in my old room, in a hospital room. What did this one mean again? Well, now I want to go read, don't I? I forgot. No one told me. Oh, my eyes. Bad. Okay, well, I found something I missed in the first place I visited, which is a great sign. Oh! My little doggy fell off my table. I jumped scared. Oh, there's 2! You guys can fight each other! Or make love to each other. Ow! So mean to me. I don't think they capable of love, Pip. Oh, there's more. You can't even say that this is a loveless place. This is a place full of love. Love brings people here. Oh, whoa, wow. Is there another floor to this elevator? No go. Don't almost die. Only up? Well, shit. I'll go back to the library and have a read. Maybe I'll be able to get a hint of where the next one is. Probably not. I don't even remember where the library is. Where is the cassette player? Ooh. I want an iced coffee. Sheet of paper here, but it's blank. Taro, good with pork belly. Magician, creation, high priestess. It's not mentioned in here, eh? Damn, guess I'm gonna end up with a working knowledge of tarot. It's one of those things that I feel like I should have a working knowledge on, but my like fact retention doesn't work very well. My vibe retention is great. My detailed, like, 1 means this, 2 means that, 3 means that. No. But I know what a tower is. If you thematically tie it to, like, Tao one time, Romy. In that one context. No, I almost ran off this stage. I am in misery. I wonder if cries and throws up and cries and throws up and cries and throws up and cries. We cry and throw up and cry and throw up and cry and throw up and cry. We looking for the tarot card. Where will we find it? Whose bodies are this? Oh, no. How many corpses are there here? There are so many concealed. What does it mean? I guess I'm not supposed to think about it. Let's run. I'm not here to kill or revenge anymore. So why am I here? Why are you alive, Heather? It's an interesting question. Vincent's like not trustworthy at all. Dull. But it's okay. I can set him on fire with my brain. Thanks, team, for always being around for me talking through my brain thoughts. It's honestly quite great. Sometimes I'm like, whoa, I'm still talking? Yes, apparently. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. I still don't have very much health. I don't really know where I haven't gone. There's something in each row, but that isn't the half of it. 3 would be too hard to fit. Maybe. If the last one's about praying, I imagine my sister. Is that not a door right in front of me? Hold on. Did I just get my sister? Wait. Oh, I guess that's not a door. I thought it was. Oh yeah, hello, a raid. Welcome to this awful place. Oh. Hello, rolling dragons. We're here in Silent Hill 3. Good lord. What a wild time to show up because we're like here. You guys are just chatting? What you guys chatting about? That makes me sound like I got so much FOMO. Okay, before I die, oh, this is an awful place to hold on. Let me just get out of this awful place. But thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I was gonna play you a song, but this is really awful background sound. Well, I guess I could play you a song along with this horrible sound. Chainsaw music. How would I emulate it? I think my automaton's dying. How appropriate. Did you guys roll for dragons while you were chatting? Stop hurting me. Yeah, oh my god, sorry, I can't think. 1 second. There is no escape from this horrid sound. One moment. More horrid sounds. Okay, we're back. Welcome. Thank you. Hope you're well. Wee is the correct vibe. Fair warning, this is a horror game with like so many content warnings. Very much. And I'm in the thick of it, so I'm kind of like in the ending vibes of the game. I don't know whether it's the end yet, and I disallow the chat from letting me know how close I am to the end of the game. But I'm getting impressions that we're close to it, but whatever that means in Silent Hill, because it's such a replayable kind of nightmare. But so fair warning for like spoilers and stuff, and also I frequently go over to this screen. Let me show you, to discuss theories about this game, because this is a game that is very big on theories. So since I played Silent Hill 2 Remake, then the Silent Hill 2 Original, and then Silent Hill 1 Original, and then this now, Silent Hill 3. Oh, and then Silent Hill 2. Did I say that already? Anyway, I've written 83 pages of notes. But also we made this, which is a reminder to everyone who has just raided to please be strong and be healthy for MIM mode. If you don't know anything about MIM mode, that's okay. MIM mode cares about you. That's not me. I do care about you too, but like I'm not MIM mode. I'm MIM. But thank you for tuning in. Half of you guys probably like, we know each other. You've met before. I don't know why I'm doing this like it's the first time you've been here. I think it's because I realized my raid reception vibes are like so, I'm always in the thick of something. So it's always like, hey guys, thanks, welcome in, show yourself around, make yourself a tea, whatever. And then like you just hop in and I'm driving, careening wildly down the road. So like, welcome in. And thanks for bringing your crew here. Welcome back to this fucking nightmare. Oh, the audio's off. You're not hearing what I'm hearing. Ha 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 ha. I walked in here and I was like, oh, that awful sound. That's so funny because I was silent as well, so it was just me being silent and the game being silent. Hi, welcome to my stream. We're gonna sit in silence, okay? Welcome, Raiders. Ha ha ha. No one say a word. It's called Silent Hill for a reason. I just feel like I should have gotten more in here. If I set something on fire. I don't even want to save the game because I've like died so many times. So vibes wise, I'm assuming that's like Claudia, and then over here is Heather, and then over here is Vincent or something. Wow, king hit. But you missed, so. Oh no, oh my god, oh no. No, wait, go back. I hated you. This room's crazy. It also makes my fucking eyes water. I hate it. I love it visually and artistically, but it's. I really want to go back in there and experience it again, but I don't want to die. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no no no. Oh no 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 no. Oh, that's vile. Wow, it's crazy what pixels can do. Oh my god. Oh, this is fine. Right, I forgot about that locked key. That locked door that I had a key to. Okay. Game's so overwhelming. I love that shit so much. I love that shit so much. I bypassed hype and just went into I feel like crying like a baby. I'm overwhelmed. Only 20 minutes? Maybe I should restart it. I didn't do anything. That's okay. I'll keep with the vibes. Oh man, that's tight. Ah, that's so cool. The way it like rapidly onsets or rapidly dissolves. So. Oh my god. Why does that look like someone's playing corners? Like this is like a Sonic level, you know? Sonic bounces off that, bounces here, and then careens out the door. It's blood infested! Excuse me, pardon me, I didn't mean to. Don't punch me, I'm trying to get out of your way. Oh my gosh. Woo! Oh my god. My girl had a enough moment. Sick. Or it's symbolic of how everyone hated her. No. Oh. Go home. Drop dead. Thief. How could I ever be lonely when I am... And I am us. This used to be Alessa's. I mean, this was my desk once upon a time. Oh my god, I'm sad. There's a ratty old notebook on the podium. Whoops, and there's a letter stuck here too. Let's see. There's a girl named Alessa in my class. If your memory's any good, you may remember her. She's the one I said they called a witch. Most likely, her mother is abusing her. I've never seen her come in without some sort of scrape or bruise. Her expression is pitifully dark for a 6-year-old. Oh, this is probably a teacher, right? Something like this may not be so uncommon. Rather than coming up with pointless ideas, it's best to just watch and wait. But isn't there something I can do to help? I'm considering consulting a lawyer, but I do have my reservations. That's why I thought I'd ask you, my friend, for your opinion first. Gordon. Oh, I see. We went to your house in the first game. Ugh. I will say once more to the Raiders, just final warning, but like also thank you for coming. Deep in spoiler territory of this game. I would want everyone to experience this game, but MIM, how am I meant to experience this game? Konami makes it so hard to get. Talk to us later. We'll have a chat. Genuinely, I don't ever feel the need, like I don't often feel the need to campaign in a video game way, but I'm like, oh, I would for this. Especially with all of the themes present in this game. I was just talking earlier about the fact that it is not readily available and easily made available in the way that like Silent Hill 2 was, is bullshit. Such a waste. Bro. What a tiny chair. I can't sit in there anymore. Thank God. Ah! Fuck. This is a picture of a wolf. It looks like a dog, but it says wolf and everything, so... Haha! That's clever. It looks like a dog, but it says wolf. This is so gender. Everything in this game, like there's a flip side to a lot of the stuff that's happening in here where I'm like, I can see why. I can just see so much. I just see all. On one hand, it's like, oh no. Where it's like, oh yeah, if you call Heather Alessa, it doesn't matter if she looks like Heather, she's Alessa, right? But then on the flip side, it's kind of like, well, you could call Heather, like Heather can call herself whatever. It's a handout of our classroom resolutions written on it. Doesn't say anything about abandoning your friends or scribbling on the desks. Oh, my darling. I can't open the locker door. Oh, my little darling. Oh. Thanks for getting me around that corner. Thanks. Struggling a bit. Can you fuck off? Can you fuck off? Can you fuck off? Bro, I'm gonna die. Did I just get turned around? What did I accomplish? Oh, I went... I'm gonna die. I am straight up gonna die. Oh, I don't have enough health for this. I could kill them. I'll kill them. That's okay. I could die, or I could win. kicking him in the awanga. The awanga is the inner thigh. I just imagine that would hurt a lot. Brother! You dead? That one was in the balls. Is this the classroom again? Another rotting room. I think I might die here. I feel like if I don't get out fast enough, I'm gonna die here. Because like in the same way that the other room killed me, I won't go there. I will go back. But... Wait, I won't interact with this shit. Oh, wait. Right here first. Oh. Radio. What are these, letters? No, maybe a bunch of suggestions? People are starting to voice their dissatisfaction about Father Vincent. Father Vincent? Using the organization's money for his own personal benefit. I've also heard rumors that Father Vincent has been extorting donations from some followers. Is he really the right person for the position? I'm in no place to deny all he's done to make the organization grow. Even though we believe in God, if there was some sort of gathering, shouldn't we be valued not for our limited talents or our talkativeness, but for the depth of our faith? That is such a funny fucking insult. LS. LS. Let me consult my ancient text real quick. That's funny. Tape deck, perfectly usable. Yay. It's cassette time.
Do you know about what happened here 17 years ago? You've been here a long time. You must have heard some details.
A group of pagans, blinded by earthly desires, spit in the very face of God. They tried to use the seal of Metatron to prevent God's awakening. But God drove the unbelievers away and threw them into the abyss. But due to their wickedness, God was unable to be born properly. And so, she has slumbered ever since, in the womb of the Holy Mother, until the time of the awakening. That's all that I know.
That's it, huh? Well, thanks.
Father Vincent, I heard that the Holy Mother has been found. Is it true?
Alessa has been found? Did Claudia say that?
Yes.
Then it must be true. Her sight rarely fails her.
Bless the Lord.
Maybe it's because of her great faith. But I could never be like her. I wouldn't want to.
Nor I. The truth is, Sister Claudia frightens me a little.
Well now, let's both show our faith by forgetting about this little talk, okay?
Yes, but does that mean this land will finally be the home of eternal paradise?
If God wills it, my sister. If God wills it.
Fascinating. Heather, I'm surprised you didn't have feedback on that. Interesting. Oh, yay! It's just a candle. The name Claudia Wolf is written very small on the cover. Looks like this is her diary. November 10. She didn't die then. She was born. I knew that for a fact. But then why haven't I found her yet? They were supposed to need her power to build paradise for the happiness of the people. She was supposed to be reborn for that. I'd really like to see her. November 14. Read the Book of Praise. I want to thank Father for lending me such an invaluable book. I found what I'd been searching for in there, how to awaken God, but it's much too cruel. Will I be able to pull it off when I see her? November 16. I was free all day, so I read A Modern History of Refugees and Young Slaves, Child Exploitation. Okay, hold on. I don't want to be a mere bystander in this world. I can't do anything now, though, and that's what's hard. You know how... anyway, it's okay. I'm having the Heather period cramp sound effect because I'm getting too many thoughts at once. Earlier, I was saying things. I didn't bring it up in explicitness, but you remember how I have brought up child soldiers in the last stream. I was talking about this earlier to Rom. This was before the hilariously timed conversation about the Silent Hill does patriarchy so well that it ends up having stronger, very strong anti-capitalist themes, or has very strong capitalist themes throughout it. Yeah. Let me just read that again. I was talking a lot about the different ways to desecrate a person, and that through that I was talking about the violations. I think I said this actually a few streams ago. The violations as usually depicted, well, I'm used to seeing in Silent Hill 2 towards women as objects. I vaguely recall talking about the saddling children with the responsibility of, most responsibilities, but also just like the burden that falls upon children. And how children, like women, are dehumanized frequently. Exploitation being a key aspect of all of these. Yeah, anyway. Can't do anything now, though, and that's what's hard. I don't want to be a mere bystander in this world. Oy. There's an odd birthday card on the desk. Old birthday card on the desk. So she was still hanging on to this. Happy birthday. To little Claudia, happy 6th birthday. I love you as if you were my real sister. Here's to you. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to check that room again if there's anything in there, but I don't want to die. Yeah, I'm gonna have like no health. Shouldn't. Let's have a poke around. Let's have a poke around. It should be fine. It's very disorienting as soon as I run in. Oh shit! Fuck. It's okay. Just got a little bit of a dosey do. Just a little bit curious. I don't think it'll... Oh, it might kill me actually. Alright, I'm gonna get out as fast as I can. Alright, okay, cool. Curiosity did not kill this cat. Yay. Yet. I wonder, because she was out there before, I wonder if she'll be out of the room now. It's very, very, very funny how they position that conversation of like, will you forgive me? Before we get to understand anything else about her, and then you get to understand after. That's funny. That's just very funny. Not like it means I have to forgive her anyway, you know? But it does make it a little bit easier to see her. Oh, game. Oh, I have to go back through that awful place. Did I just save the game? Pretty sure I did. Thought I saw a ghost. Anyway, in the game. Sorry, it scared me again. It's so fucking horrifying. Where am I going again? Downstairs, which is left and right. Excuse me. The concept of this being a resurrection site. This is where you come back to. I guess resurrection though, it would still maintain the same body, so maybe I'm not correct. Maybe I'm hold. If, okay, wait, pause. I mentioned this before, but I mentioned the idea that like I just end up back at the resurrection spot. No, the guy, the apron thing is probably following the instructions of this, right? Is that what brings me back? Maybe that's what forces me, and only Heather, to come back to this spot. Is that I'm being dragged back to the previous save point by the apron chap. Which would make them like machinations of the cult, which is why they operate in a kind of weird, mindless way. Kind of unnervingly mindless way, maybe. That's kind of where I'm at it now. and the kind of disregard of themselves is echoed in the disregard of like a living body, because there's ways that you manage a living body. You know how like arguably or even a dead body that used to be living, you know how like one of the most sort of disturbing things you can see is just a human body. Well, I found new disturbing things. I really don't like that effect. That's actually... I really hate it. I really, really hate it. It's really bad. It makes me feel sick. You know that bit in Princess Mononoke that I hate? Because it like it makes me feel yuck with the little bloodworms coming out of the ball. This is revolting. It's so good. It's like... the sound is actually so much. What a lovely combination of freaking details. God! There's an extra sound in there that I kind of want to hear. Wow, this is making me so uncomfortable. It's crazy. Nope. You're so fucking bad at your job, man. Ugh. I hate this right now. Please don't be running in here. Oh, thank God. Alessa's life is so fucking sad. Let me just read the notes. No, I'm pretty sure she's here. No? Let me try again. Something in each row, but that is not the half of it. 3 wouldn't be too hard to fit. Okay, so there's no row with all 3. That makes sense. The upside down man under the ground. To his right, to his left, no one around. Leave him alone, though, his tears are profound. The moon is up above the sky, full or crescent floating high. Oh. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. Let me recheck the cards. I forgot which one that other one is. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? Do you have it now, or didn't forget? One major point you must not omit. Now at the last before you take a whack. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful. It's not on your right. Turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. Let me have a looky again. I just need to reaffiliate myself with the shapes that we have. What is this one again? Eye of Night. Yeah. Oh, I didn't look at that card either. Hold on. I might say too, I really like how the controls are mapped on this game. God, I'm so low on bullets and everything. Didn't this card mean something like genuine belief? Yeah, that's your sister. She didn't want to kill you, Harry. So we got Eye of Night, Full Moon, and Hanged Man. Hanged Man, I'm pretty sure is just down there, but as long as he's on his own, nothing to the left and right, that makes sense. Let me just let me write this down. Let me try and visualize this on paper and read her Bible. Because I have what? Night sky, priestess, full, and moon, right? I haven't really looked at the cards up close, probably should. And then arranged like tic-tac-toe, and we got the hanged fool, or hanged fool. Oh, up above the sky. So the moon has to be on the top. Twinkling, but it has to be on the head of the fool. Moon is... That would also imply that the sky is on the bottom. Oh. On top of the fool. This is like Sudoku. Praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? I like that, because it's like the priestess is praying, but she's turning to what looks like like, not what would be in the convention. She's turning to cult shit, is what I'm gathering from that. You have it now? And the night sky is not on the right. I think the thing that's confusing me here is the priestess. I need to see what direction she's looking in. Because I thought that the priestess would be then underneath the... No. I feel like I need the... I wish I had the actual outline, like the story just on the other screen. I should... Every time I screenshot these, and it's actually a lot more helpful than trying to go back and remember it. Hanged Man. Night sky is not on your right. Moon is above the sky. Night sky's on the left. See, I would assume that if it's above this... Oh. But then it has to be over the fool. I'm opening theory time. Even when I figured did the bird one in the other game, it was helpful to have just like the entire thing mapped out. See, I feel like I know. I thought I put this in order before, but I guess not. I wonder if maybe I didn't need to center them. Okay. Up above the sky is kind of what keeps throwing me off. Full or crescent floating high. Because like how I would have thought it was that if it's on the head of the clown and the fool is the clown. Praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? I would assume that the night sky is there and that she is here. But then I'm assuming because, better be careful, it's not on your right, turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. But if it's above, oh wait, is the hanged man the, no, surely not. If it's under the moon. Because if the moon is above the sky, well, what if the... It's not on your right. Is, like, the card's right or my right? Guess not. If this... Okay. This might mean a rom call. Oh, wait. Because she's looking at it. But she looks down. But she looks up. Very unrelated. Mim, does your new PC have a CD drive? I actually don't know. You might need to ask Sarah. Obviously can't stay, but just imagine me smacking into your window, cursing at you, then leaving. That's so funny because my window's like right there, so it'd be like, wah! I suppose you can stay until I finish the puzzle. I'm just about to call Rom. Regular crow behavior. The crows around my house seem like they're plotting something. And they are, probably, so. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. Rum 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 rum. I'm calling Rom, so I know that now Rom's just like scrambling to grab all the microphone stuff, scrambling to put in the headphones, ripping Cecil away from eating something he shouldn't be. I just got screened. Join me. I think. Oh, Rom's here. Hello.
I am here. Yes.
You are
I had
here.
to plug all my stuff in, and it dragged other stuff off my shelf, and everything went crashing. But I'm here now.
Oh, are you? Is everything good?
Everything is fine. That's just why it took a while.
Sorry.
It's fine.
What's the levels like, chat? How loud is Rom versus me? Are we equal in all things? So, good. Okay. Rom, hi.
Hi.
Rom is quite loud. Okay. I'll turn you down a switch. I don't know how to. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm missing something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what it is. And I don't know where to begin. Do you have a hint? That isn't just a placement, like maybe something I'm missing.
It's in the riddle. The thing you're missing is in the riddle.
Oh, like there's something that I haven't paid attention to?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm going to screen share to you my theory time. Actually, I'm going to screen share to everyone my theory time so you can see.
Hooray.
Yeah. So everyone can see what I've screenshotted across. Upside down man. Placement of upside down man. Placement of the moon. The clown. Excellency. Looking. Scary and hateful, that thing in the note. Have I gotten the definition of one of these cards wrong from the riddle?
I don't believe so.
Oh. Do I have the screenshot of the thing that you think I've missed here?
From what I'm seeing, no.
Oh. Oh, there's a
Yeah.
detail I haven't interpreted at all.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to read the full thing. I don't think you screenshotted the part you're missing.
Okay. The door short. Okay, I'm gonna read this real slow. Or maybe Rom, you read it to me. I'll screen share to you, and you can read it to me.
All right.
So I can
Give me the
sit
goods.
back and absorb. I will fall asleep, probably, but
Don't do that.
let me play my songs. Play my funky music, white boy. Yes, quite.
Yes, quite. The door sure does rattle, but it's stuck tight. A secret is hidden out of your sight. You must be thinking, what could it be? You'll need 5 magic cards if you want to see. What to do then with all these? I'll tell you straight, and I won't tease, just as long as you say please. Now, the first thing you must know is there is something in each row, but that's not the half of it. 3 would be too hard to fit.
One moment. That's not the half of it. 3 would be too hard to fit. I mean, I could interpret that as its own thing, but I'll keep going.
The upside down man under the ground, to his right, to his left. There's no one around. Leave him alone, though his tears are profound.
But like, what does right and left count as? Because does that mean all the way? No, surely not. No, surely not. No, surely not. It's okay.
The moon is up above the sky, full of crescent floating high. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? Do you have it now? You didn't forget? One major point you must not omit. And now at last, before you take a whack, here's one more hint to help keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful, it's not on your right. Turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. So you'll open the door? I'm just sure there'll be nothing beyond it but frightening peril. Forget about that. Just stay and play, or else you'll be left here alone all day.
All right, I'm gonna do like a temperature check thing, where I say, "Is this the line that I fucked up?" and you say yes or no. Like, is this the line that I'm missing? Is it the 3-row one? The 3 one?
Part of it.
That's part of it. Oh, I'm missing 2 things. 3 things? Multiple things? On a scale from 1 to 5, how many things am I missing?
I would say 2 are they're related.
Just like everything in this game. So,
Yeah.
3 would be too hard to fit. Yeah? It seems like something I'm not really putting into practice. At first, I interpreted that as meaning that they can't be 3 to a row, but I guess it could also mean that they can't be 3 in a row, like tic-tac-toe. I'm also speaking in rhyme and riddle now. Something in each row was not the half of it. 3 would be too hard to fit. Eh?
I probably shouldn't say that. That's probably too much of a hint, so I'm not going to.
Can I ask yes or no? Is that the right way to think about it?
Is what the right way to think about it?
The idea of it not making like a tic-tac-toe thing.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Like, I thought of it only as rows across. Like, it can't be 3 in a row, but I also realized it might not be 3 in a column.
Yes, that is the right way to think about it.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, I already unfucked one part of the puzzle, but I guess where's the rest?
And the rest of it is not involved in what we're trying to decipher here. Like, you've already understood a lot of the other stuff.
But I still got one thing I'm missing?
They're both in the same passage.
Oh. The 3 in a row one. I thought I fucked something else. Like, I thought, like, I saw it.
It's the whole thing. You were focusing on the end of the passage. It's the whole passage. So I just wanted to point to that.
Upside down.
You passed it.
Okay.
It's the one before the upside down
Yes.
man part. The one you didn't like screenshot. So it probably slipped your mind.
Now,
So
the
this entire
first
thing.
thing you must know, Rom, okay? Sorry. Is that there's something in each row. I thought I knew that already. Didn't I know that already? Or is that not
And
it?
yet you have an empty row.
No, oh, are they including rows like columns?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I didn't think that's how they were interpreting rows. Sorry, I'm a Google Sheets table lover. I just interpret row as a cross.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, that changes things. All right. Oh, and it's these rows, like with the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but there can't be a 3B. So
Yeah, which is what we have in the middle here. So
yeah,
that's...
which is fine because we can fuck it up. Keep that shit
Yeah.
on my left. And there'll be something in each row. And if I get this right, I need to, like, hang up immediately. I
Fine
did
by
it.
me. There you go.
Yay!
Yay!
Interpreting words. Sometimes as words you don't think the words are, but they are.
I've been there.
Yeah.
It happens to all of us.
Cheers. I mean, I probably would have gotten that eventually in the sense
Yeah,
of
I'm
it's
sure
to
you
the
would've.
left. No, like, I think I did it before, but I flipped them. That is what I had down before, but I flipped it, right? For some reason.
Yeah. I think you got very close, but the cards were in the wrong positions. Which is a very you-core thing to do, to like
No.
overthink it just enough to like be this close to the answer. But have like fucked it up. I don't mean that in like a you messed it up and that you thought about it like beyond the point. Like, how do we interpret this 4D?
No. Yeah. No, because that's when I was like, maybe when it's saying the priestess looking at the night sky
Yeah,
eye,
exactly.
it's her looking down at it, and down is up. But also, I like how you said you got it almost right, except you got the positions of the cards wrong. That's called getting it wrong. What a nice, gracious thing for you to offer me. You got it right,
You got the
except for where it
shape
wasn't.
right.
I got the shape.
Just the cards are.
Yeah.
You got the shape of it.
Yeah. Thank you, Rome, for your endless and sometimes irrational support. Okay.
Your mind.
Meals. Thanks for you. I appreciate you doing the spin on my brain function. However, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say see you later
Yes.
so I can experience whatever comes next. So, thank you for
Yes,
your help.
Goodbye and good luck. No problem.
Stay
Have
strong.
fun.
You
For
too.
Minmo. Strong and healthy for Minmo.
We will.
Right.
For Minmo.
See you around.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Oh, I hung up on Rome. Did I just hang up on Rome or did Rome hang up on me? I think we hung up on each other. Which is fine. That's the only way it should be. Mutual destruction. Anyway. I'll call Rome back. Hey, Rome. Did we hang up at the same time?
Yes, we did. It was mutual destruction.
Wow, that's amazing. Should we try it again?
Can we do it twice?
I think we can, maybe. All right.
All right. Good luck out there.
Thank you. This too
Yes,
is
quite.
perverse. All right.
It's something. There's something going on here.
Something's happening. Yes, quite. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Yeah. Bye. That wasn't mutual, but I did wait for Rome to log off first. It's fine. It's the only gentlemanly thing to do. Anyway, let's go. Because usually I'm like, Ron, making some kind of outro. But no, it's okay. Should we leave? No. Okay. Oh, here we fucking go. And once again, I have no healing and like 50 bullets. I'm gonna die. Whatever happens next. We're out. Ready? I don't want to do this. I'm gonna cover the chat for a bit so I can be in the zone. Bye, everybody. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. siren. A huge fan here. I can't get through. So good.
What do I want? Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice. Then I could relax.
When did you stop believing in God? God lives. Just look around you.
But I do believe in her. In my own way. I fear her, and I adore her. But I haven't lost my mind like you. You think that this is the work of God? Isn't this all nothing more than your own personal nightmare? Just like Alessa 17 years ago? If this really is the work of God, then I'd say she has lousy taste.
You mock God? Traitor. You will go to hell.
Not that again! Who do you think you are, claiming to know God's will?
Go home, Vincent.
Home. This church is my home. I built it with my power. The power of money that you view with such scorn. Although I admit that this atrocious scenery is all yours.
If you continue to get in my way,
Did you kill me? Well,
Oh shit.
well, the guest of honor has arrived. Let's get this party started. Heather, go ahead and kill this crazy bitch. This demon who claims to speak for God. The time has come. You can kill her now.
you'll go to hell!
Wow, backstabbed. Quite literally.
What did you do?
Killed him.
Nothing important.
You're not going to run? I guess this is the end.
No, the beginning. As Vincent said, the time has come. Alessa, I'm saddened that you didn't agree to this on your own. But I thank you for nurturing God with all the hate in your heart. It's time for mankind to be released from the shackles of sin which bind them.
But a god born from hatred can never create a perfect paradise.
Happy people can be so cruel.
Oof.
Is it so hard to believe that sympathy could be born out of pain and suffering? Why do you reject God's mercy? Why do you cling to this corrupt world? You know that only God can save us.
And save you too? Happy ending? I'd rather go to hell.
I don't expect to be saved.
Okay, that's a you problem.
And that's fine.
Oh my god. Ah!
Alessa, my dearest. For the pain that I've caused you, I deserve no mercy. Even if it was to save mankind. It's too deep a sin. It was hubris for me to try to hasten the day of her arrival. Sacrifices were made. And those are my sins.
Oh, he's still alive.
If you feel so guilty about it, why don't you go to hell? Heather, use the seal.
Do not give me a choice.
Vincent?
Oh my god.
The seal of Metatron?
Now your stupid dream is over.
Oh, that's just a piece of junk. What do you think you can do with that?
I got it from your dad.
Do you really think it can kill God? I'm sorry to see you fell for my father's foolishness.
What?
You're pathetic.
Oh, oh.
But God loves even you. Now, Alessa, there's nowhere else to run.
No. Oh no! Oh!
Just accept it, Alessa. The pain will disappear. I've been waiting so long for this. Even as a child, I knew I would see the coming of this day. I knew I would be a witness to it. Judgment Day. Alessa?
Shut your stinking mouth, bitch!
Oh, okay. The fact that this isn't a boss fight right away feels... I mean, what if I just left? If I go and try the door and it doesn't open, it's gonna be very embarrassing. So I'm just gonna like walk sideways away from her. What is this? Shut your fucking mouth, bitch! And then I just start walking around the room. Oh shit. What'd I do? What's happening? Did I fuck up? Maybe I should use the talisman.
Alessa? Oh, God! Bring us salvation!
Okay, so I don't have all the time in the world. I think that's a key moment for me to do what I first insinuated I was going to do is to use the talisman. I don't know how to. Oh my god, that's like where it's gonna all happen. fascinating. Anyway, let's continue and see what happens. Everything happened a lot, actually. So I'm going to try different options. Shit! Fuck! That's okay. It's okay, we'll just deal with this, but we'll run this time. It'll be quicker. And hey, I know this way anyway because I practiced it during the haunted house. See, look how good I'm doing. And I can watch Vincent be stabbed again, maybe. Or I can just skip it. Heather's this? Yeah. You see why every gay bitch I know loves this game. What if I use it now? I think that's my first inclination of something I wanted to do, so. Well, what if I walk up to her and use it now? Okay. Vincent's dead. I hated him too, but it doesn't mean this makes me happy. Why couldn't I have stopped Claudia? Oh. Oh. Claudia. There's so many options. Okay. Okay. I missed her. I don't know if that means anything. I just gave her, like, tinnitus. Because I shot the gun next to her head. I needed to shoot her in the head. Or I could hit her with a katana. Would that change anything? I love this part because I feel like now... Well, I've made a good save point. I just need to, like, put it into action. Pull what into action? Oh, you know. Something.
What do I want?
I guess I'll go up close and try. I mean, I could also try and place it at the altar over there. I wonder if it'll let me past. There's a hole in the floor. I don't care about that right now. What if this is the Pez dispenser in which I place the talisman? Okay. I mean, I could try and walk back out, but I don't think that's gonna work either. I'm curious. Guess not. I'm kind of curious what happens if I just kind of try and leave. I've come this far, I can't run away now. Okay! Okay, I'm gonna try and shoot her properly and with a bigger gun. Unless... Just to check to see if, like, I do have the option to just point blank shoot her dead, you know? No. Yay. Good on you, fucking freak. Fucking hate that bitch. I should have killed you before. What an immaculately told game. Like, how immaculately placed, but I don't know what the fuck to do. I would just replay this part 8 times and try all different weapons. What if I just have to maul her to death? What if I have to use a knife? Wait, maybe I can show her the little gem. Wait, maybe we need this. I love how this game subverts expectation. That's
What
for
do
sure.
I want? Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice.
He's funny. You know, this is a very interesting subversion of my expectations. I don't know what I was expecting, but one would expect a boss fight in this case, and the option to just kill her. The fact that it's like not there, I can't quite tell what else there is to do. It is on a time limit. I would. What if I go spritz her with some perfume? Or show the necklace? Maybe something to do with the necklace? Let me watch the cutscene again too. It is a very long cutscene. While I think. Or that doesn't make any sense.
What do I want? Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice. Then I could relax.
When did you stop believing in God? God lives. Just look around you.
It looks like shit,
But
sis.
I do believe in her. In my own way. I fear her, and I adore her. But I haven't lost my mind like you.
He's giving
You think that this is
Stanley's
the
like,
work
I'm
of
in a
God?
bunch of lunatics around
Isn't
here,
this
not me
all
though.
nothing more than your own personal nightmare? Just like less than 17 years ago? If this really is the work of God, then I'd say she has lousy taste.
He's chasing material things.
You
Like
mock
eyebrows
God.
and glasses.
Traitor. You will go to hell.
Not that again!
This feels so accurate to like church drama. You can't just tell me I'm going to
Who
hell.
do you think you are, claiming to know God's will?
It's true.
Go home, Vincent.
Home. This church is my home.
Built with
I
filthy
built it with
heathen
my
dollars.
power. The power of money that you view with such scorn.
Power of money.
Although, I admit that this atrocious scenery is all
I
yours.
saw a video last night about the religion of hypercapitalism, and I was like, what a good time for that to
Then you'll kill me.
come to my attention.
Well. Well. The guest of honor has arrived. Let's get this party started. Heather, go ahead and kill this crazy bitch. This demon who claims to speak for God. The time has come. You can kill her now.
You'll go to hell!
What did you do?
Nothing important.
You're not going to run? I guess this is the end.
No, the beginning. As Vincent said, the time has come. Alessa, I'm saddened that you didn't agree to this on your own. But I thank you for nurturing God with all the hate in your heart. It's time for mankind to be released from the shackles of sin which bind them.
But a God born from hatred can never create a perfect paradise.
Happy people can be so cruel. Is it so hard to believe that sympathy could be born out of pain and suffering?
No, but that's not what you're doing.
Why do you reject God's mercy?
With a knife in her hand, with a bloody
Why do
knife in
you
her
cling
hand.
to this corrupt world? You know that only God can save us.
Easy for you to say, you get to maintain yourself. I have to turn into a horrible monster.
Happy ending? I'd rather go to hell.
Fuck yeah. That shit, oh! I'll be thinking of that forever.
No.
I'll tattoo that out of context on my arm.
Saved. And that's fine.
I'll just take this whole ship down with me, you see.
Yes, my dearest.
It's kind.
For the pain that I've caused you, I deserve no mercy.
I feel like being raised in a church is why I have
Even
such a
if it
short tether
was
for people
to
who are like, I
save
didn't even mean to do the
mankind.
wrong thing. I was trying to be kind. I'm sorry. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Kill me on purpose or don't. You know?
It was hubris for me to try to hasten the day of her arrival.
But I did it anyway.
Sacrifices were made. And those are my sins.
She's so widow.
If you feel so guilty about it, why don't you go to hell? Heather, use the seal.
I'm trying, bro. I keep hitting the use button and it's not working.
The seal of Metatron?
She does have a
Now your stupid dream is
moment of
over.
reaction for someone who apparently means nothing.
That's just a piece of junk. What do you think you can do with that? Do you really think it can kill God?
What if I eat it? Like
I'm
a Pringle.
sorry to see you fell for my father's foolishness.
What?
What?
You're pathetic.
Ouch. You're pathetic and yet you have to kill him straight away? That's still worse. I don't know what it does, but... Dramas of the clergy, am I right? Dun 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 dun! For someone for whom the seal does not work, you killed him very quickly.
But God loves even you. Now, Alessa, there's nowhere else to run.
You're a bullshit sister. Oh my god, Alessa loved her. Ha!
But as a child, I knew I would see the coming of this day. I knew
Alessa was so
I would be a
lonely.
witness to it. Judgment Day.
Yay! Can't wait.
Alessa?
Shut your stinking mouth, bitch!
Banger ass line. I really wish I could follow it up with knowing what I'm doing. So like the first thing I did was like, shut your stinking mouth. I love that she says stinking as well. That's so cute. The fact that she can say bitch, but like, I don't know, stinking is really cute. I feel like damn was a swear word in their household, you know? Okay. Look, are you sure about that? What am I missing? I wonder if other people struggled with this part as much as I seem to be struggling with it. I'll stab you. What have I missed?
How can I help? Hello?
Hi. Thank you for coming. When I summoned you mentally.
I am here.
Do I have all the
In the
pieces
corner
I
of your room.
need? Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
I do?
Yep. You have everything you need.
Can I ask a question? Yes or no question.
Uh-huh.
Is this just a matter of placement?
No.
Okay. Have everything I need. I guess there's one thing I haven't tried. Well, there's many things I haven't tried. I've come back and done the same thing over and over again. Maybe stabbing you is the correct... No? Shooting you? Would it be correct for me to assume that I have to use an item?
Yes.
And that item is not a weapon or a gun. Right?
Yes.
Okay. It's in the item menu. Okay. I'm gonna hang up on you again if that's okay.
Okay, sounds good. Good luck.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
What do I want?
Bye.
Bye.
Well, for the two of you to die.
I just realized that there's something I kept looking at, but I didn't actually try using it. But oh, it's because there isn't an option for it. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna just hit everything here, maybe. What can I? Oh, this is what I wanted to try and use. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank gosh. Yeah. My little Mentos.
What are you doing?
Well, you know.
Dad.
I did eat it. Oh, oh, oh.
She is nearly here.
I'm gonna vomit it up, aren't I? Oh. Yeah, she's nearly here. She's gonna be puked up on the floor.
Alessa, what have you done? What did you swallow?
There you go. There's your god. Oh my gosh.
What is this?
Step on it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Looks like God didn't make it.
Oh my god.
Stop!
What you gonna do? You wanna carry it?
Claudia!
Oh, I was.
Alessa, you cannot kill God. I will burn God. If you can't do it, Alessa, I will.
Claudia!
That was a really bad time to remember the word yonic. Where the fuck Vincent go?
Can't be dead. I was gonna kill you.
She's so 17. Oh.
This is God.
I'm so under-equipped for this. Unless... No, I feel it's gonna be used in the end. It's really loud. Like a really off-putting like energy, really horrible, very nice. Like I love that. Like the second I was walking in, I'm like, oh, this is unfathomable. Heather fathoms it. I wanted to kill you. Yup, sisters, I guess, bro. Oh, good. It's like an eye. I'm not gonna. God, how am I doing this the exact? I am my father's daughter, I guess, you know. That's alright, I have enough health. I just have to not get hit. Oh, shit! Shit. That's alright. Just one health would be fantastic. Remember before when I was like, should I restart the game from this point and try again? Shut the hell up, past me. You make such good choices that I never follow. Shit! Dang! I did better that time. Well, let's try 3 more times, and if I can't do it this time round... Oh, I've only been streaming for 3 hours. It's pretty loud, bro. It's pretty loud in here. Let me turn it down a switch. I will give myself 20 more minutes. No, but then when else am I gonna play this? I have a Nothing But Thieves concert tomorrow, by the way. And low key, it's gonna be 45 degrees tomorrow, and I kind of don't want to go to a rock concert, honestly. But not to be a loser, but let's watch this shit again. It's so disturbing. Oh, all of the nurses do have the bob. I brought up the idea of in God's image before. Oh, nice. Hello. This looks like that thing at that rave that scared everybody. You know the one? You know the one? Oh, why'd I run away? I'm just a little guy. Hey, you know how the fire, like, traumatized her and now she's, like, utilizing it? Fucked up or what? I like how it kind of looks like she's mourning Claudia as well when she does that. This is a lot. Oof, 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 ouch. Mom said no hitting, jeez. Man, that's impactful. I can't get hit, like, not even once. Huh? Wrong gun? Shit. So much better if I just kept my freaking ampules that one time instead of running back into that room. Well, no, I didn't get damaged when I went into that room, but I did. But this is the same way I finished Silent Hill 1, so it's only appropriate. Then again, did I restart from earlier to try and find... I did do that in Silent Hill 1 too, didn't I? I restarted from an earlier save point so that I could try it out. I did. I mean, I haven't missed that much. We'll try fastball. Hard mode, since the game dared to suggest easy mode to me. Oh. Oh yeah. Bitch. Doing slightly worse this time. What happens if I just stand here? Do you do anything? Yes. Oh, disgusting. What did I just do then? Oh, shit. Oh, well, shit.
It's my turn to use the Nintendo, bitch!
Okay. I said 2 more times, and I'm getting closer and closer every time, maybe. I don't know if that was any closer. Maybe I won't use the bullets to kind of lure her down. Maybe I'll just walk around. Hit it with a sword. Hit it with a sword. One thing I am considering, fellers, is that if I do need to restart from a previous save point, that I do that tomorrow. Genuinely impressed how long you're lasting on 2 HP. Thanks. Might take a little longer, but we'll try it the slow and steady way. I feel like I'm not doing damage to her in that time too. Oh shit! Oh shit! Double whammy bad time. I might give myself 2 more turns on this. Really bad extruded. Maybe I thrive on 2 HP. Have you considered that? I'm running the really dangerous way. What a time to walk in to this. Shit. Cola. One more go. I'm confident in myself. I shouldn't be, but yeah, if I am gonna restart it from a previous save point, which I might have to, it's fine. I didn't lose that much progress. It just means a lot of like remembering what I did and didn't do, and reliving experiences. Ugh, God forbid. Yeah, I might do that tomorrow. Maybe an earlier stream tomorrow. Maybe because I have an event at night time. I mentioned I have a concert, but it's gonna be 45 degrees in the daytime, so I kind of don't want to go anywhere. So I might just like try and finish this. God. I am gonna use my shotgun here. I'm gonna blast. I'm gonna do the switch at the start. It felt right. Or I can just honor the shitty situation that put us in and play this out. shit! Like, I must have backed forward on the joystick. Damn, I was feeling pretty confident about that. Hell on earth. That is me. Alright, chat. I'm gonna put it to a vote. Do I reload and keep playing tomorrow? Or should I try, like, looking at the time, once more now? Or both? One more time. Do you guys have faith in me? Why not one more? Alright. Everyone, wait. We have to pray. We'll pray to the sound of the actual finale backing track. Or I can roll a d20 and see how many more turns I go. Maybe a d6. If we keep our hearts on Mimo, then we can only win. How would my cultist sister self respond to know that I am worshipping a set of cats? I think she'd be proud of me. Let's go. If I roll my...
Can't be dead. I was gonna kill you.
I can't find my d20, so I guess I'll just roll the natural d20 in my hands. I'm joking.
This is God.
I have a method to my madness, and I think I can make it work. I dance out of the way of the fire. The fire does not impact me. I forgot what the word I was looking for was. Fire barely singes the edges of me as I dance my way through this final fight. And this is my final fight because this is the one where I will emerge victorious. Obviously, you can tell from the winning attitude I brought into this fight. The way I'm shooting at that baby. Bro, I certainly did. Man, this is the game of all time, perhaps. I love playing a video game that would make most of everyone I know go, what the fuck? Is this a crime? You know? It's really vindicating, knowing, I guess, how much this would upset so many people. Too bad, I was about to make my whole personality. Wow, it really did. Sorry, I'm just thinking how much this game was really just like, hey, you over there. I'm not only going to like upset all of your sensibilities, but I'm also going to see you deeply and profoundly for what you are, which is a scared bitch. I love queer icons. I love queer media. I say. Oh shit! Nah. Alright, that was my last shotgun shell, and that's okay, because you're going straight to hell. Well, no, my sister, where? Me? How many bullets do I have left? We don't need to know. We'll just know when the happens. Oh no! Whoa! Just a little bit. My joystick can got caught. That Damn. Ooh, once again, just by an inch. Oh, that's what was happening to the other nurse. Foreshadowing. Oh, shit. Oh. Shit. That's okay. That's okay. One's fine. He keeps doing that thing to her. Oh, boy. Damn, I fucked it up. I got my rhythm wrong. It's okay. I can try it once more. I don't think it's impossible. I've yet seen... One more? I feel like I was gonna say one more before 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m. now, but what if I went until 10:30? I can go until 10:30. I can go until 10:30. I think I can go until 10:30. One more. We will eventually defeat God altogether. This game isn't just defeat God, it's abort God, which I think is fucking mental, actually. You know what's really making me laugh in the background of what I'm doing is, like, obviously with my recent work, I've made a lot of friends who are like colleagues and stuff, and folks who I've met in the church space. And I've been making posts on my Instagram like, I'm just gonna go play Silent Hill 3. If anyone looked even once at this game, they'd be like, what you doing there, man? Oh, you know, just having a look-see. You a bitch. You a bitch. You a bitch. Hey, the way that its neck gets, like, thrown around, that changes some of my theories again, because I was like, it's unrelated to a lesser, but I'm like, no, it is a lesser, or it's God, but God is a woman, so wait, I should be doing the melee swords now, so that I can use my bullets against her when she's a lot more vicious. That would be a better strategy, probably. Or use... What if I just bonk her once with this? See what the timing's like. Alright. Well, you too, asshole. Whack-a-mole. Oh. I'm gonna complicate it for myself and try and do it with the maul. Not the maul, maybe the katana for a bit. And do it with the katana for a bit and see what happens. This game is so funny. It's not funny at all, but it's fucked up. when I was like, "Bleh," and then I was like, what, do you want to carry it? And then she was like, yes, and then did it. What the fuck? Whoopsie. I don't mean for that to happen. I wasn't being serious, my sister. I was not expecting you to actually do it. Sorry. My bad. How am I meant to judge that? Okay, so I can't be doing that. I feel like I'm at an impasse here because I know I'm going to run out of bullets. And I can't use any weapon. I guess the maul has a longer reach. What if I stun her? Let me try that. I use a stun gun on you, my sister. Hey, Alessa was treated like fucking shit. I can't. Sorry, I stopped laughing now and I'm just miserable again. Come on down, sister. Wait, Harry gave me these too, so I wonder if they mean something else. I don't know if it did anything. Well, it hurt her. It also hurt me. I don't think I'm gonna make it, chaps. Maybe this. She's got a white. Okay, she's got a whiter birth. White birthday. You're so mean to me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this with the amount of bullets that I have, unless I land every single one. Breath of the Wild spoiled me because every time I run out of like stuff, I'm like, what if I just throw my maul at her? What if I throw my maul at that little fetus? What if we abort God is a creature? Man. Okay, I have a better idea. Rather than me doing that a million times, I think I'm gonna actually load it from an earlier save point and get it to a point where I can continue doing this fight scene tomorrow, or I can try it once. Where did I go last, though? That seems smarter, rather than me wasting everyone's time. Mine mostly. Belfry, Alyssa's room, chapel. When was the last time I saved it? I think it was here. How much time is that? Oh shit, I'm gonna have to do all of this stuff again. I already fucked it up. Well, too bad. You know what? I'm gonna grab Rom. Oh, wait, no, it's Rom's bedtime. Shit, never mind. No Rom. I guess I could take that as a sign that I do this tomorrow during Rom's waking hours. And keeping in mind, this is only me getting more ampules. One more ampule. That ain't much, but I could use less bullets. And also, I did unload a whole bunch of the shotgun shells into, like, a random thing that scared me in the hallway, so I could be more frugal. You know what, chaps? I think I'm in fact going to call it, and I might try this again tomorrow. From this save point. Yeah, I think that's the smart thing to do. There is a lot more to play, and so I'll bring Rom on for like idle chats about Silent Hill while I redo that whole section very quickly. Does that sound fun? I think that sounds better. I'll try and make time to do it tomorrow. If I don't have time to do it tomorrow, then it'll be later in the week. But yeah, I was hoping this would be the final stream. But alas, I've now put myself in a situation where I have no choice but to actually redo it from here. So we could even go further back, honestly. But at least this is a much better situation than I was in before. So it wasn't the desired outcome, but you know what? We made it. So I'm going to roll some creds. Thank you for joining in a relatively short stream today compared to my 5-hour stream yesterday. Hopefully everyone that hasn't like caught up, because there's so much stuff that I'm talking about, and I know that lots of folks aren't even like caught up on the VODs. Feel free to catch up on the VODs so we're all on the same page for the theory time that will inevitably happen after I finish this for the first time. But thank you. And thank you to Let's Roll for Dragons for the raid. Thank you to... that's it. Thanks to Rom for a bunch of clips yesterday too. I think Rom captured one of my favorite clips yesterday that I've gotten this year thus far. It's been almost a month, but yeah. 'Twas fun. Thanks for joining. I'm going to drop you guys off at the Natural 30s. They're live. So we'll drop you off and I will raid and
persistent
run.
damage, fast.
All right. Thank you for joining in. Thank you to my mods. Percy's here. Hi, Percy. Hello to... Oh, you just reminded me too. I had a thought about Percival Adler earlier, but I forgot. Anyway. Thanks to my mods, Sarah, Percy, Thep, and brief co-host Rom. Thank you to... yeah, that was it. Thanks to everyone for joining me in my indulgent times in Silent Hill. I'm going to be thinking, I need to process this shit. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully sometime this week I can also do an art stream. I got a new camera set up, so like it'll be much clearer and much more YouTube friendly, I guess. So yeah, but till then, we're going to go raid our friends at Natural 30. So thank you for joining in. Join our Discord server. All the best. All the rest. See you later. Hold while we are prepared. Bye. I forgot.